Hello everyone, my name is Kevin. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing the WWE Elimination Chamber 2021 predictions. So there is 5 matches currently on the card, potentially 6. I don't know if they're still doing Asuka versus somebody, if they're going to have somebody replace Lacie Evans. The match is not currently on the Elimination Chamber card. As far as I know, let me check. Just let me double check real quick. As far as I know, it's not currently on the card, but obviously it doesn't hurt to look. So we'll go check that out real quick just to make sure. Matches. See, here's the thing. It still says Asuka versus Lacie Evans. Like, it still says that's a match. Sometimes it says it's a match, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why it's currently saying it's still a match when Lacie Evans is not kayfabe pregnant. She's legitimately pregnant, so it's not like she's going to be in this match. There's no there's no way she's going to be in this match. So I don't know why it got re-added that she's in this match again. Like, when I looked yesterday, it was gone, and now it's back, and I don't understand it. It makes no sense as to why that match is on here. It should, at the very least, say to be decided and have it be like a surprise contender or some shit, because we all know it's not going to be Lacie Evans. Like, we know for a fact it's not going to be Lacie Evans. That's not a shock to us. We know it's not going to be Lacie Evans. There's no way. But we will say this: if there is any match that has Asuka in it, if Asuka doesn't end up having a championship match during the pay-per-view, Jesse and I are both predicting Asuka to win said match. So we already discussed that. We both said Asuka when it was Lacie, and we're gonna stick with Asuka if it ends up being anybody else. So we have the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match. We have Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Kofi Kingston. Sheamus is entering last after he won a gauntlet match on, I believe it was last week's Raw. It might have been this week, I can't remember for sure. We've both gone for Drew McIntyre to retain. It makes no sense for Drew to lose here. That's, I think, the option of a match that everyone's most excited about is Drew versus Edge. And why would they risk getting rid of that? Next, we have a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. We have Nia Jax and Shannon Basler versus Sasha Banks and Bianca Bel-Air. We've both gone for Jax and Basler. They just got the titles back. They already lost them in a weird way just to get them back, so it wouldn't really make sense to do it a second time. And I think this is mostly just to kind of build a feud between Banks and Bel-Air, which I don't really want to see. I'd rather see Bel-Air facing Bayley for the championship at Mania, in my personal opinion. And also, I don't like the fact that, once again, the main championship on one of the brands is being looped into the fucking tag team story again, even though they have 2 contenders already for that for the tag championships. They have Lana and Naomi, and they have Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. I know Kai and Gonzalez are facing them March 3rd, but Lana and Naomi won a match after the Royal Rumble. Literally, the Raw after the Royal Rumble, they won a match to determine who the number 1 contenders were, and they still haven't gotten their match. But yeah, I'd rather see somebody else going for these championships. I'd rather see Dakota Kai and Gonzalez as champions, to be honest. So hopefully that ends up happening. But yeah, I don't think this match is going to be very good. This is probably like the one match I'm not really excited for on the night. Next, we have a United States Championship triple threat match. We have Bobby Lashley versus Keith Lee versus Riddle. We've both gone for Bobby Lashley. It's not that we don't like the other two. We love the other 2 people in the match. But we just don't really see Lashley losing it anytime soon. And maybe at Mania I could see him losing it, but right now I think this is too soon. I think he's gonna at least hold it till Mania, and then he's probably gonna lose it. And I wouldn't mind it being the Lee or Riddle if they get back up to that point where they're in the championship opportunities at Mania for this. I would love it to be Riddle or Lee taking that championship off of him. Next, we have the SmackDown Men's Elimination Chamber match. We have Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso versus King Corbin versus Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Daniel Bryan. We've both gone for Kevin Owens. This match pisses me off. This should not be those 6 men. Roman Reigns should be in there somewhere, probably replacing Corbin or Zayn, or fuck it, just throw him in there and make it a 7. I despise the fact that Roman Reigns was like, oh, well, I just have to defend it at the Elimination Chamber. Like, look, he could have still defended it in the chamber, just made himself entrant number 6. It would have been perfectly fine. But no. Because I'm assuming this has to do with the fact that they're trying to keep him as safe as possible because of his leukemia. They decided instead to have him in a singles match rather than a multi-man match. I get that. I do kind of get that. It does kind of make sense if you look at it from that way. But from a kayfabe perspective, this just looks like Roman's a backstage politicking douchebag, and instead of keeping it behind the scenes, they're actually putting it on live national television. I already was pissed after the Royal Rumble, so I'm going to be extremely pissed because Jesse and I have both gone for Reigns for that match. We've both gone for Owens for the Elimination Chamber and Reigns for the match after. I just think it's dumb that they're doing this at all. Like, I get it. Roman's supposed to be the guy. He's supposed to be able to pull the strings in the back, but, like, it's so stupid, man. It's dumb. I do think there's a possibility he could debut the big gold belt back, which would be nice. A lot of people have been clamoring for that belt again. If you guys don't know, that belt was last seen when John Cena and Randy Orton faced in a ladder match to unify the WWE and the World Heavyweight Championships, which Randy Orton won, becoming the first ever WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I think he won it at least. I can't remember for sure. Cena might have won that, or might have won it later on. So Edge saying he wants to get back the title he never lost, technically speaking, does mean the World Heavyweight Championship. That is the championship he last held and had to vacate because of the constant neck injuries. So if Roman debuts that belt, technically speaking, Edge has to go against Roman at Mania, because that is legitimately the belt he never lost. A lot of people say, well, I look at the Universal Championship as being the World Heavyweight. No, it's not, though, because the World Heavyweight is part of the WWE Championship. You have to kind of put those two together. You have to remember that they were unified, so they're kind of still the same belt. So as of right now, in my mind, the belt he never lost is the one that Drew McIntyre is holding. If Roman does re-debut the big gold belt, though, I mean, you can't really say that Edge can face anyone else. I'm more excited for Drew versus Edge, the possibility of that, than I am for Roman versus Edge. Just personally, because, like, I don't want to see Roman versus Edge, because I feel like it's going to end up being Roman winning, and I want to see Edge win at Mania, and if it's Roman versus Edge, I don't see that happening. But yeah, I think it's just, I don't know. But that's been the predictions for this, so I'll go over it again. So we have Drew McIntyre, Jackson Basler, Lashley, Owens, and Reigns as our predictions. And Asuka, if a Raw Women's Championship match does get added to this, or if the one gets tweaked. Again, I don't know why. If you guys are seeing on, like, if you guys are doing predictions for this, do not predict Asuka versus Lacie Evans. It's not happening. That has already been confirmed that is not happening because she is pregnant. Lacie Evans is legitimately pregnant in real life right now with her second child, with her husband. So there is no way that match is happening. If it was literally just storyline pregnancy, yeah, that match would definitely probably happen because she'd reveal, oh, I'm not really pregnant, and you know what I mean? But she is legitimately pregnant, and WWE's not going to risk her life or her child's life by having her compete in a match. So, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your predictions are down in the comments below. Stay golden. Peace.